Hello everybody, welcome. We're on the inside track at Turffontein. We've moved from Vaal Classic, and so that's going to be some interesting action on the inside track at Turffontein on Thursday. As I look at our social media reminder about Twitter and WhatsApp and all the rest of it, and obviously take a look at that very closely. It's an 8-race program, so we're starting with bipods here, and then just to let you know at this stage, we're doing this Wednesday, so there may be more scratchings since the announcement, but we know that number 4 is not running. Leave you with just 7 runners in the race. And, well, let's talk about, Daryl, I'll start with you. Talk about, there are a couple in here, so I'll ask you about Katira, who had, a few starts to date, but best being its last run, Katira, when running second to Shilpa's Moon. What sort of chance you give that?
Yeah, I'll give her a winning chance, Clyde. Yeah, that is the form update. She was beaten just on 3 lengths by Shilpa's Moon.
Yes.
Interesting. There's a line of form with her and One Religion. Who was the horse that finished just behind them? As Elias or Something for All?
I don't know. Well, I can. You won't.
Who was in that race?
There was Joanna Wilkie's One Religion, as Elias for All.
Yes,
yes.
Now she got beaten by One Religion by 3 parts of a length, and by Katira by a neck. So there isn't much separating the 2 and 5. I'm just going the safe route. I've gone both of them, 2 and 5 in the opening leg of the bipod.
You know what's interesting? There's also what's it called? Macaroon.
Have a look what price she started last time out. 66 to 1 or 80 to 1.
But you know who was behind her, a long way behind her? It was called Shilpa's Moon, who beat...
but I don't know if you heard Boitz's interview that day.
No.
He said Shilpa's Moon was in that race to kill the front runners.
Anyway,
Clyde, this was One Religion, came to the track with a huge reputation.
Yeah.
A lot of scope for improvement.
All right.
2 and 5 is enough in the opening leg of the bipod.
All right. Let's see if this horse can show the improvement. One Religion. Mr. Burrows, would you be on her side, One Religion, or which one?
Yeah, no confident selection in this lineup, Clyde. One Religion, fair debut, but going to love the extra trip that she gets. There was a lot of support for her on debut. Rose Greenhow. Now, she was well beaten into 3rd last time out. That form line has to be suspect because it wasn't a strong race whatsoever. I actually thought she would make a winning debut strictly on the strength of the field. Macaroon, not out of it on that good last effort. If she can confirm that form, she's a definite runner. And her penultimate start, 7 lengths Dolcezza, not bad because we've seen that form line stand up. And Katira ran just the other day second. She's got to get involved.
Okay, let's get bipods up, guys. Daryl Marie's worked out his bipods by going the following: 2 and 5, by 5, by 9, by 9 and 10, by 1, 3, 4, 6, by 1, 2, 4, 7, 11, 12. He worked out a 96 Rand bipods. Second race, maiden class field, 1450 meters. At this stage, number 6, Mumbo's Call is out of the race. There are a few in here, I would imagine, that have got some sort of chances that come into the race with fairly decent form. Some, to a certain extent, having lightly raced and haven't really given too much away, Mr. Marie. So give us an idea what we do to race 2.
Yeah, you said there's a few in here with several chances. I think you can stop at there's a few in here, because I don't think there's many with chances over here, to be honest, Clyde.
Where do you draw the line?
I actually tipped this horse Longsword last time out. I don't know if you recall.
Yes.
At a big price.
Big horse.
Yeah.
Nice
he caught the eye in the Canter Past on debut. But, Clyde, going up the Turffontein hill, 6 lengths clear, he was just doing too much. Turffontein inside track, needs to settle. I think he's got quite a few wins in him. Main Defender trotted up. I think he won by 3.5 lengths. They're talking about Main Defender taking on Lucky Lad. I don't know if you've heard that.
Yes, I heard about that.
Behind him was a horse called Max the Magician, a 2-time winner. I think he'll take some beating of your
Longsword. What price can we get? Is there any? I haven't got markets in front of me.
28 to 10.
That's not going to last too long then. Okay, now I know why you say not too many with chances. Mr. Burrows, what's the story?
A strong selection, Longsword for me, Clyde. He did go too hard up front last time out. He's a lovely looking horse. I mean, that was against winners, main defenders well above average, and a couple of others in that race. He was beaten 6 lengths, but that surely is good enough to beat this field. A confident selection and worth a bet.
Okay, that's interesting. Long sword, if you're not worried about the turpentine inside trap, which shouldn't really be a worry, then that's the play of the day. We also got a place accumulator worked out for you. Daryl banker 5, banker 9, by 9 and 10, by banker 6, by 2 and 7, by field, by 1 and 9. And that PA works out to 64 Rand. So Stephen Moffat's been having a winner or two. He's got the horse Fairy Circle running up in the third. It's a maiden plate that Racing appreciates and would like to thank Yanni Borman for he's been in the game for a long time. Has Yanni, excuse me, and he's got the horse Fairy Circle. Well, I beg not that he has anything in the race, but well, he does have Lorna Lily. But I think they've got Fairy Circle to beat. With Lady Elliot, I think those are the two based on current form. They both had 2 runs. They both finished in the money last time, Daryl Marie. And perhaps the two to battle it out.
No.
Not? Okay, which ones?
The nine's going to take a lot of beating.
Lady Elliot, eh?
Have you got the betting, the adjusted betting?
No.
Um,
What's the adjusted betting here?
12 to 10.
Lady Elliot.
I thought she'd be 6, 7 to 10, Clyde.
Is that so? Okay. So
Her
she's
debut on the inside track behind Cullinan Blue, that form line is deadly. She was staying on stoutly in both her starts today. 14.51 draw. Sure. There's 12 to 10's a gift.
Is that so?
A gift.
Okay. So that's you're big on Lady Elliot, for that's hard to beat. Roy Magna Muzieni. Just Be Lacquer was the horse that Lady Elliot, of course, finished behind, and Articuno and Mia Moo and those sort of horses. But it's sounding like you're more impressed with the debut performance.
The debut was...
the debut run. Because there are lots of winners from there, Mr. Burrows, right, in that first run.
Clyde, yes. This should be 5 to 10 on. I can't believe 13 to 10's available on Lady Elliot. That debut was decent. Last time out, the support came into 11 to 2. Very nice run behind a first-timer, and the step up in trip's going to suit. I can't see anything challenging her, and I think she's worth a bet from the 1 draw.
Interesting. Okay, so everybody's onto Lady Elliot. There's another horse in here, Little Miss Swagger, just in terms of swingers and trifectas. There's one of the more powerful maiden juvenile form lines that we've seen in a long time. Dolcezza 1, Kingdom of Gold 1, Ivy League 1.
No.
Not. You don't want that, huh?
Leave that.
Leave it. Okay, well, I'm just telling you, Little Miss Swagger for swingers. But Darren Burrows says banker 9 in the first leg by 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. By banker 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 11. By field and field. So hopefully we get through the first 4 legs and then we catch. And then Darren says, let's take this Alta Cup, Lady Elliot, into Ava on Toast. I know Darren was very big on Ava on Toast on the classic track, but there's no reason why she can't pull it off on the inside track. For Racing thanks and appreciates Lucky Houdalakis handicap. And of course, Lucky goes back to the days of being a jockey in his time, having ridden many winners, now training lots of winners. And in this particular event, he's got a horse called Battleground, whom I'm sure you'd be hoping to run a huge race over the 2,000 meters. The horse, I guess, from his yard that has got a serious claim, Total Surrender, has had 3 solid runs to date, Terrell. And particularly that last run, because it was a 3-way photo, if you recall. Short head. And
So important Nakib, eh?
yes, Nakib had shame he got that race out of all the. But not one single commentator I know in South Africa hasn't called the incorrect winner in a short head photo. Not one. Not one commentator who I know never got it wrong. They all got it wrong.
Yes.
Including myself, not once, 50 times over. So don't worry about Nakib.
Correct.
But Total Surrender win.
I tip many losers every day, Clyde.
Well, so be it. You Total Surrender? What's it? Because Lucky's got quite a strong hand in his race. Did he know they got a race named after him? Yeah.
You would have preferred to be on the classic track.
Yes.
Inside track's a concern. He's off the same mark, Clyde. He was unlucky. He was caught 3 wide on that occasion. He's going to win his races. Silvano's song, not much separating the two of them. Keegan de Mello will know him better this time, right? He's having his peak run. 9 and 10 for me, Clyde. They look like 2 nice improving 3-year-olds.
All right, interesting. Lucky's got a strong hand here, Mr. Burrows. What do you say?
Well, this horse, Total Surrender, is a lovely horse. I really believe he's going to progress through the ranks. His post-maiden run was a cracking effort, failed narrowly by a short head. And he's got a handy galloping weight, good draw. You got horses like Jet Dynasty. I would have preferred him on the classic track. Now that they've moved to the inside track, I don't think that's in his favor. There are others with chances, but Total Surrender is good enough for the first 3.
Okay, Total Surrender is the one to beat. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10 from Darren's side in his jackpots. He's bankering the 4 in the next leg. It happens to be Avo on Toast by 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 11 and Field at the back. Okay, let's get on to the next race on the card now. This is where Avo on Toast comes into play, and remind you about our social media in terms of our @Weighted to Win Twitter handle account and WhatsApp for Racing TV, YouTube, on all of those options, whichever one you prefer. What's the adjusted market now, Avo on Toast? What price is that? Do you know?
No, I don't.
Any idea?
I'll check it out. You can
Inside track.
go to Darren's salon.
All right, I'll ask Darren. The inside track, Darren. I know you were just a bit worried about the inside track. That's your only concern about this horse, right?
Yeah, that was my only concern. I thought the classic track, the long run-in, would suit her down to the ground. And now that they've changed the inside track, she's going to have to be my first selection still, because I do believe she's above average. But I'm just not sure how she's going to go on the inside track once again. She disappointed me last time out. But in saying that, she's going to remain my first choice.
Okay, what is the danger to that?
There are a few dangers, Clyde. It's just
how are they betting? Did you find the betting?
Yeah, 5-2 Avo on Toast, 3-1 Escape Artist, 33-10 Crimson Princess.
Yeah. Okay.
Avo on Toast actually held by Escape Artist
On that last outing.
Yeah, but she's got a lot of scope for improvement. I think she's very close to peak fitness now. Trentino, last time out, 1800 on the soft track, Clyde. I think a quarter out. It was also a second run after a rest. Her return effort was very encouraging. It actually caught my eye. When she switched to the middle of the track, she was doing her best work late. I think having her peak run, she'll be right there. Even a horse like Crimson Princess, I know she's got top weight to shoulder, but in a small field, she can turn it on. And she's the class in the race. For me, Trentino each way.
Interesting. And yeah, the fortunes, I mean, since they announced them going to Australia, have you seen the winners romp home?
Yeah, I must just, talking about the
I think
fortunes.
they might change their minds after the run they're
Talking about
having.
the fortunes, yes, we have to mention the fortunes. Didn't Andrew Fortune tell me Meridius will go 10 furlongs plus?
Yes.
Plus.
Yes. So what's the
When
problem?
I said he doesn't stay, so why is he nominating the horse in a mile all the time? What is he doing?
He's going to Australia now.
They won't tell you that.
We need to get him on the show before he goes. We need to talk to him.
We need to have a word with him.
Okay.
Meridius is a miler, Andrew.
But maybe come here with you'll answer with Crimson Princess post-race. Be careful.
Well, I gave her a chance. He can't say much.
All right, let's take a look. Here we go. We on Avo on Toast side. We're hoping that pulls it off. For race 5, we get Joe Soma back on bed, back out of bed, back on his feet after his knee op. We wish him all the best and a speedy recovery. On to race number 6 now. Booked for July Day in Josie. It's a handicap run over a distance of 1,600 metres. And I'm going straight to Darren Burrows to give us an idea as to what he likes. Handicap fillies and mares. Any handicap fillies and mares at the C or D division level is always competitive. What do you make of it, Mr. Burrows?
Well, let's touch on your favourite October Fair. Now, she was an expensive purchase. I think she cost over R1 million as a yearling. She's starting to find her form now. Her last win was very impressive. She picked up a 6-point penalty and she's drawn deep at 11. So that's the concern. But she could win. Say Yes. Now, she didn't see out the 2,000 meters last time out. Back over a mile, this filly's a serious runner in this lineup. Luna Ballard's not out of it. Mama Quera's got a place chance.
Okay, so there are a handful in here with chances. Your side, Mr. Murray?
Yeah, Say Yes, Clyde. In her penultimate start, she didn't get much luck in running. I don't know if you recall watching that race with Johnny Peter. She was wide. And that was her first start after a rest. Then Darren touched on the fact that she didn't stay. Second run after rest. Peak run, back to a mile. We're going to see a cracker from her. She's certainly going to bounce back to her penultimate effort. Tinder Dry, this filly, she's still a filly. Inconsistent, Clyde, nowadays. But on her day, we know that she can certainly switch it on. If it was at the classic track, I'd say she's probably each way value because she's really at her best over there. But I'll give her a chance on the inside track. A little bit of a roughie to include. Hotchi Witchy. I know she's a kilo and a half under sufferance, but her rating's really tumbled. I mean, she was as high as a 79 once upon a time. She's very fit from a one draw, no weight. If you're looking for a nice little roughie, Trifecta's Quartet, ad number 12. But Say Yes, I think she could be the one if she reproduces a penultimate effort.
May well be. It's sounding quite open and challenging the race. At the end of the day, I always like Mama Quera. I see Jason Gates is here to ride. Midnight Crystal and Lady Calavera came out of there and won. And Mama Quera was right in the thick of things on that occasion with Princess Laria just neck in front of her. All right, open, but here's what the plan is. From the boys, we're going like this: 2 and 7 by field, by 1 and 9. We're on to race number 7. This is the Racing 240, for Racing for You handicap, and it's over 1,000 metres. In this particular event, there will be 8 of them that go to the gate. Horses certainly with chances. There are a few, or one would imagine, that have to be included into the play. And we've seen a few that are holding form fairly well. So at this level again, the DE division, let me bring Mr. Burrows in to summarise it for us.
Clyde, all I can say is it's a field race. I think all 8 horses have an equal chance.
They do. And you know that What a Tiger, last time we were shouting, remember we were shouting What a Tiger last time. Anyway, but the thing is, Clean Living came out of there and won, and the form's been fairly good because there have been a good few places from that form line as well. I know you liked What a Tiger last time. You like it again?
I actually liked Pendragon last time.
And What a Tiger, you tipped it as value.
I tipped exactly, yeah. Anyway, that's a long time ago, Clark.
Yeah. So what's the story today?
Not much to add other than what Darren Burrows has said. It's a field event.
Field event. All right. Well, that's fairly straightforward. Then field is our recommended play or not? What is the deal that we're taking? Yes. Doubles, field, and 1 and 9 at the back. We're hoping that the 1 or the 9 wins the last race at Turffontein, Cold Hard Stare, or What a Honey. So will Cold Hard Stare win the last? Was an impressive winner. Well, there's been 2 impressive winners, 2 of its last 3 starts. So this clearly is above average. Daryl, at the end of the day, for the Azzy Yard, Keegan DeMiller riding, looks the right one in the play. I know you like a little bit of What a Honey to maybe upset the apple cart, so to speak. I was a bit disappointed with its last run, but because I expected it to run a better race on its previous outing. But anyway, what do you make of the favourite?
Yeah, Keegan DeMiller, 2 from 2 on Cold Hard Stare. Course and distance suited now that it's on the Turffontein inside track. She's currently 5-2 favourite, 4-1 Celtic Rumours, and 9-2 Big Out Girl. Clyde, my concern with Cold Hard Stare, although she's an improving young filly, she did get an £8 penalty for winning last time out. So I can see her falling up, but it's certainly not going to be
a lot of weight
given to her on a platter. It's going to be a more difficult task this time around. I just found some value in number 9, What a Honey. She needed a comeback start, Clyde. She was beaten a long distance, then cracking of lovely progress in her second run after arrest. She's done well on the inside track at Turffontein before. Well drawn.
Yeah, she's won a few times.
She's having her peak run over here. I think she's the value in the race around about 10-1.
Okay.
So,
Well, I think that you're right. That's in her favour. What a Honey is the inside track. They've done her a favour by switching. I think she's won both of her races, if not more, on the inside. Mr. Burrows, what do you make of it, sir?
Well, Cold Hard Stare picked up a big penalty for winning by a length last time out, and she's got the 61 kilos to shoulder. I mean, if you go on a line of form with Golden Aspen, beaten 4 lengths by Cold Hard Stare and 5.5 kilos better off, it brings them very close together. Celtic Rumours, a filly with a lot of ability, but like we've said before, 1,200 meters not her trip. Kayla's Champ is very capable of her current rating of 84. If I'm not mistaken, there could be a form update with her where she ran a place the other day in a strong race. What a Honey's not out of it, and there are others with chances.
It may well be the case, and I think Celtic Rumours also, I think Sean rates her in terms of ability, so, and Calvin back riding there. All right, so there are a few, but Daryl says, let's go. One, the value in the race is the 9. That takes care, I believe, of the Turffontein Inside Track meeting. Thank you, everybody. Thanks to Ricky, Dylan, Raj for the midweek meeting. We'll be back, of course, on the weekend with a look at what goes on with a week to go or so into the Hollywood Bets Durban July.